northeastern Japan. Now you see that wall of water washing away entire homes. A local media in Japan say that the earthquake sparked fires in more than 80 places across the country. And as I said, Kyoto News Agency is now reporting that police say 200 to 300 bodies have washed up in Sendai. Now, this is an oil refinery in Chiba Prefecture that caught fire after the earthquake. We are being told that this blaze is still burning. The firefighters have been battling to put it out. Authorities say several nuclear power plants in the northeast have been shut down, but Japan's prime minister says that there have been no radioactive leaks.
Yeah.
And a few thousand residents near a nuclear power plant have been told to evacuate. Now, since phone services have been disrupted in Japan by the quake, Google has activated its People Finder service to help lost or displaced people get in touch with each other. And you'll find it by going to Google and searching People Finder. And we are going back to the situation in Hawaii. Mara Ramos is at the International Weather Center watching it all. And Mara, I don't know if you heard that interview with the eyewitness just then in Maui, but what he was describing was very, very, very alarming.
Very alarming, and of course the descriptions of the water, the ocean receding, in some cases 50, 100 feet from the shoreline, Christy. That is the typical scenario, the indication that a tsunami is coming. Now, I want to show you precisely where you're looking at live pictures there. I know it's dark and it's very hard to tell, but those are images of the water right now of the beach in Hawaii. I'm not sure which location this actually is, but you can see the water coming up fairly quickly at that location right there. You may actually be looking right now at a tsunami in progress in the Hawaiian Islands. Now, what your witness was describing just a little while ago, it is that typical scenario, the water receding and then the waves will be coming in very, very quickly. The farther out the water bed might be affected, rivers and estuaries might be affected by a small wave, but no sense of alarm there that tsunami alert has completely gone away. But just look at this map here, further east, low-lying areas of Hawaii have been evacuated. We've been talking to people there. We understand there have been some large waves hitting the beaches in some of the islands in Hawaii. An advisory also in place for that entire Pacific coast of North and of South America. And just to bring you another aspect, of course, the knock-on effect from the quake and from the tsunami has been felt right across the country. The bullet train stopped automatically.
岩手县
With some of the nuclear power plants. 5 of them were shut down automatically, and the pictures you're seeing at the moment are of the Fukushima #1 power plant. What happened there, that was shut down and a state of emergency was put in place because a cooling system failed, we understand. 2,000 residents living within a water. You can see the sand at that location, and now you cannot see the sand any longer. You can see that these are not typical waves of what you would experience at the beach, for example. You know, one wave going out, one wave rolling in. It's almost like they're in rapid succession here, and these are very small, almost ripples. If you were standing there, I'm not sure how fast that would be going or how quickly this would actually be moving, but definitely a situation that is much, much different than what we were seeing just a little while ago. Here's a view from another perspective. Can't believe there's it looks like a helicopter light. Okay, I was afraid it might be a vehicle going by there. You can see the water here also very agitated, an indication of a tsunami.
Live coverage from a helicopter up in northern Miyagi Prefecture, where a tsunami obviously coming in several sweeps.
A devastating tsunami reached over 7 meters. Major tsunami alerts for waves of over 10 meters remain in place for many other parts of the country. Buildings and cars have been left submerged in cities hit by repeated tsunamis. Police say an unknown number of people are missing in many cities where tsunami waves up to 7 meters tall swept through low-lying coastal areas.
Highlight again of these pictures is the sheer force of how what looks like a passive Pacific Ocean, almost out of a tourist brochure, going along, and there is incredible force. When it hits the land, and it goes from seawater to sludge.
This is Hachinohe City at 4:30 p.m. and we can observe the tsunami hitting the port.